As of February 2nd of 2025, there are currently 44 volcanoes which are actively erupting around the planet, a total which is 2 less than were erupting last week. One of these erupting volcanoes is New Zealand's White Island volcano, which at times contains the planet's most acidic crater lake, having a pH of -0.95. While White Island is technically still erupting, the intensity of this eruption, which peaked on December 3rd of 2024, has greatly declined, only consisting of occasional weak ash emissions in its strong ongoing gas plumes. White Island's central crater is incredibly highly hydrothermally altered, meaning that many harder rocks have over time been replaced by more brittle, albeit more colorful clay minerals. And now, here are this week's top volcano-related news stories. In Japan, a strange storm of earthquakes struck a submarine portion of the vast Aira caldera which has not erupted in more than 10,000 years. Heading to the southern hemisphere, it appears that a new intrusion of magma is ongoing at the towering Ulawun volcano, meaning it could soon erupt. And in what is this week's top story, a vent randomly appeared close to the community of San Marcos Evangelista in Mexico, venting gas, ejecting very hot water, and erupting mud. The sudden appearance of this geothermal feature caused many people to ask, is this a sign of volcanic activity, perhaps from, say, the Colima volcano? Thankfully not, with this feature bubbling up hot water not being related to Colima, with that volcano being centered 90 kilometers to the south, too far to be related. There is a closer volcanic field which could theoretically be related, known as the Acatlon volcanic field, but for all intents and purposes that complex is extinct and has not erupted in more than 100,000 years. As further testing was done on the geothermal feature which formed this week, it was discovered that it wasn't volcanic at all. Instead, it merely represented a newly formed hot spring whose water, some of which flashed to steam, hence the gas we saw, ran up along a regional fault line. Many hot springs and mud volcanoes are not volcanic but purely tectonic, such as those witnessed in Arkansas at Hot Springs National Park, or the Radium Hot Springs in British Columbia. The reason for this is simple. As you go deeper into the Earth's crust, the temperature increases at a rate of 25 degrees Celsius or 45 degrees Fahrenheit per kilometer you go. Thus, if water can penetrate several kilometers down, it can be heated to such a degree that it will begin to rise due to its lower density at a higher temperature, rising through fault lines. This process often takes multiple years to multiple thousands of years, suggesting that the interesting new tectonic geothermal feature has been forming for some time now. Heading over to Japan, an unusual earthquake swarm struck a portion of the Aira caldera this week. For reference, the Aira caldera spans the northern third of Kagoshima Bay, measuring 26 kilometers or 16 miles wide, representing a massive depression in the ground that formed during a powerful explosive eruption 29,230 years ago. Within this caldera is the actively erupting Sakurajima volcano, which has been near continuously erupting since 1955, and a lesser-known smaller caldera known as the Wakamiko caldera. That caldera formed during a powerful VEI-6 explosive eruption 11,565 years ago and today contains numerous actively degassing submarine fumaroles. This complex has not erupted since, but has occasionally produced minor earthquake swarms. One such earthquake swarm struck beneath the Wakamiko caldera on January 26, involving 22 earthquakes. This marks its largest such earthquake swarm in 2 decades. Thankfully, this does not indicate a chance of this early Holocene caldera erupting, but rather likely signals that a new batch of magma has intruded into the deep source underlying both Sakurajima and the Wakamiko caldera. As a result, we may even eventually see an uptick in activity at Sakurajima sometime in the future, but if and when this will occur is uncertain. And in the nation of Papua New Guinea, it appears that a new batch of magma is intruding underneath the explosive Ulawun volcano, which had been fairly quiet since its subplanian eruption late during 2023. Episodes of volcanic tremor have been detected since late November 2024, and now during the last 7 days, fresh rising magma has pushed up the summit of the volcano by up to 6 centimeters or 2.4 inches. While this will most likely result in a summit eruption in the near future, the dike body of magma causing this uplift could also cause a flank vent to the west of the volcano to erupt. Here is a quick list of all the world's volcanoes which are currently erupting. Additionally, here are some volcanoes showing signs of unrest which are not erupting as of the recording of this video on February 1st of 2025. As a final note, I would like to thank my new YouTube channel member SOJ Nexus for YAQ Style Z for supporting my work.